Good morning, people of America. Yeah. I was making a lot of my future choices based off this election. Um, I always was telling y'all this is some spiritual shit, and people never really understood when I told y'all he was a Trump card. He was gonna be your last president. Ain't no more presidents after this, right? After the conjunction of the eclipse and the signs from the heavens and stuff like that. This is your precursor to what's to come. This is your precursor to what's to come. He was the Trump card. He's your last president. That's it. All right. Now let me explain how things gonna be way worse for all you Trump people. You know what I'm saying? Hey Ree, what's going on? For all you people that wanted to see Trump in there, it's gonna get worse. It was gonna be worse with Camilla. It's gonna be worse with Camilla, but it's gonna be worse with Trump. And I wanted Trump to win. I needed this because there's a lot of things that's in play. It's a fight gonna be going on. It ain't got nothing to do with melanated people or people of color, um, or the average, American citizen. It's gonna be a war between the shadow government, the deep government, and the same people that have been secretly oppressing you, or poisoning your food, and doing all this wicked shit to y'all. It's gonna be a war between Trump and them. Trump is a nationalist. Okay. Kamala Harris was gonna go for the they are globalists. They was going to try to do the New World Order, NATO, one world government, one world military, um, take your take your rights away and all that. And they have to take your rights away to get the new world popping because you can't have a free nation. You can't have a free country. You can't have a country that's armed. You can't have a country with a constitution and be able to produce a new world order fully. Now it's going to be America because Trump going to separate itself from NATO. It's going to be a lot of separation from NATO and the global government, also the global economy. Trump going to be making a lot of deals with other countries, respecting their sovereignty and also respecting the fact that these nations have nuclear weapons and they're superpowers too. All right. Trump is going to create a military state. America's about to be a military state, like basically a police government where the police is going to be on y'all asses. And I tell y'all, stay out the way because they're going to be doing the immigrant move. They're going to be doing the immigrants and they are going to be on attack. And anybody can get it. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's going to be a lot of realigning. And I'm telling people, black people, because Kamala always say we got work to do. Hard work is good work. What the fuck you were talking about? But she is right. It's gonna be hard work on the part of the people that's disenfranchised in this country. As far as melanated people, black people, you don't have an excuse now. Because it's gonna be a fight going on and you're not a part of it. Don't get into it, but start to develop yourself as a sovereign people and also develop yourself as an independent people. Learn how to grow your food, learn how to create your businesses, and learn how to be self-sufficient. Okay? Democrat Party is a welfare party. They want to give you, keep you dependent and keep you weak and keep you to the point that you can't sustain yourself. Right? Yeah. Hey, yo, that's best bitch. I've been saying that for years. I told him he was the Trump card. People don't understand there's a spiritual war going on with the eclipses that's going on, with the alignments and the conjunctions and all this stuff that's going on. People don't know that Trump is the Trump card. He's the wild card. And when you got a Trump card, a wild card, right, in the Torah deck, it's also known as the Joker card. He's a Joker. They're the most powerful cards in the deck. It's not about color, which they try to play that card and all that. And then it's stuff that I've been hearing deep about, Trump being part of the Anunnaki and all that shit and stuff like that. I'm not getting into that conversation because I'm not trying to pull people away from their journey. But it's gonna get worse. And the worst part about it is that we're gonna have to be self-sufficient for ourselves and our family. We're gonna have to learn a lot of things to be able to survive on our own. I'm thankful for Trump, but it's gonna get worse for people, and it's gonna have to get worse. It's a lot of things that got to get straight, a lot of things that got to get fixed. You know, and never depend on a man to change your condition. It's time for us to start changing our own condition within our family, in our own household, things like that. Let's get our household right. Let's get our babies right in our household. Then go change the world. We was out there trying to change the world, without then got to go back home to a junkie home, right? Yeah, yep, Rio. Yep. Yep. That's why, but see, when Kamala, see, people ain't paying attention when Kamala was talking about something. He talking about the enemy within. He got an enemy list. Talking about people in the government that he's gonna go after. See, the thing is that people gotta understand the question: where is your money really going to? Where people thinking the money went to Israel? They think that money really went to Ukraine. They think all that money really went to Taiwan. And they think that money actually going to nations and these little dumb things like trying to find out, learn about bacteria and pigs and dumb shit, man. Fish sanctuary, putting billions of dollars in that, and people, singers, damn, a singer shot on stage, and people don't understand that Trump is gonna find out where your money went to. The Democrat Party was not here to help the people. That's why the people in the hurricane was not getting their money immediately. Think about this. Remember they said that when Congress did not have to convene when they sent money overseas. Congress didn't even convene and they still sent the money overseas, right? But they said they can't help the people in America, especially with the flooding and the hurricane, until Congress convened. The idea was to flunk and destroy the American economy and the American idea and the American people, to replace the American people. And people don't understand the key words. This is what Trump had said, right? This is what Clinton said, right? On top of that, woman pushing abortion, same sex and transgender and all that, right? That's part of the depopulation, on top of us killing each other, on top of the food, top of the medication, and on top of that little thing that you had to take in 2020, right? On top of all this stuff killing you, you just can't kill a population and then it'd be a ghost town. They had to replace you. And the people they replace you for didn't have to do none of that. They don't eat what you eat. Okay? Them immigrants do not eat what you eat necessarily. Right? They didn't have to take that thing. And then they reproducing like a motherfucker. Ain't nobody having babies like them immigrants. All right? And they know. And then did y'all hear what Clinton said? Clinton said that they needed to bring people over here because the people in America population was going down. I wonder why. Because not only is this a genocide going on over in what you say, Israel and Gaza and all that, we're being genocided in America. The foods that you eat in America is illegal in most countries. The sugar is dangerous. Everything about the air, everything that we got going on here is dangerous. But we can't see our genocide because we're living in it. Our genocide is a little more subtle. So yes, thank you. I'm so glad Trump there, because a lot of things that my future depending on how I was gonna plan out, where I was moving to, where I was going, was based on who won the election. If she would have won the election, it would have been real bad. And then I look at the character of the people in this country, and like everybody's not meant to make it. Have some discernment. Be able to use your conscience, because they said a woman's right, and a woman need to have the right to have control of their body. But a woman need to learn how to control your mind, because once you control your mind, the body gonna follow. Trump never had stopped abortion. He never said that he was going to stop abortion. I'm totally against abortion. Not in all cases. The Bible says be fruitful. Not lay down, get pregnant and say, I don't want the motherfucker because he ain't no good, or because you don't feel like you're ready. It's in your nature to be ready, but what it is with the internet age and women chasing careers before they chase family. So anybody bringing up young women in your house, don't let them chase career before they chase family. Because at the end of the day, that family's going to always be there. That career shit is an illusion. It was something to separate the family. How the hell a woman gonna chase a career before you chase a family? You create the family, then you go for your career. But I'm just so happy for a lot of the black men and black women too. Oh my God, very intelligent sisters. And like I say, I'm not against a woman being a president. No, her, yes. She didn't have. Can't nobody tell me one thing she did in 4 years. She been in office, and then she never really told you no real policies that really made sense. Because everything that she was speaking about had to pass Congress, and you got a Republican Congress, and it won't go and work. But if I could, would have voted for a black woman, I would have voted for Candace Owens. Absolutely. There's strong black women out there, but we don't need a strong black puppet woman. I don't give a fuck. They say she's black. Well, I already know what she is. She ain't like us. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, Rio, but yeah, Pennsylvania got that. They whooped ass unless they trick it up. Like they tried to trick it up a week and a half ago when they put the results already up, like they already had it planned for her to win. But what it was too big to rig. Trump won by way more than what they're showing. And I'm looking at the CNN and I'm looking at CBS. Them niggas look like they about to cry. And rightfully so. Like I said, when you got a candidate, but that candidate that they was gonna pick in her was gonna only benefit the rich people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Well, the thing is, it ain't nothing to find out, Mika, because Trump shouldn't be nothing that we expect to help us anyway. Help any of the people in America. We need independent and sovereign people need to learn how to take care of themselves. Trump is going to be fighting against everything. And I'm telling you what, on top of me saying he was the Trump card, right? The biggest card, best card, the highest card in the card deck. He was the last president. In the Torah deck, he was the Joker card, which is the last card in the deck, most powerful card. See, it's a symbol, it's symbolism of what's going on. Out of the ashes, the phoenix shall rise. So it's going to be a lot of fucked up shit going to be going on that we got to prepare ourselves for. So I tell people, get off your ass, learn how to survive, and and like I say, stock up on your food. Because they was warning y'all 2 weeks ago, if you haven't been watching, and that ain't got nothing to do with me. Stack up on your food. Stack up on your food, because these people are not gonna give up that power without a fight. It's gonna be a rush to do a lot of bullshit now within the next couple months, and y'all need to be preparing. And I'm not trying to push fear of shit. If you ain't ready, you ain't ready. You ready, you ready. You know what I'm saying? Well, what the thing is, nigga, what about them? What about the elders, right? We neglecting them. Because when I was back home, I was preparing for the elders. And guess what? The elders was the ones telling me I'm crazy. It's a lot of them. But if you do got elders in your home, when you stock and you're preparing for them too. I talked to my elders and they tell me something. I don't like Trump. I'm like, why you don't like Trump? I just don't like him. I said, why? Well, you know what he do? I don't like the way he talk. See, we as people became obsessed and have a certain romanticism for a beautiful lie instead of the harsh truth. You understand what I'm saying? Oh yeah, absolutely. Ain't nothing wrong with who you support. And I'm not knocking nobody for who they support. That's at the end of the day, no matter who we support, we're gonna catch hell. But we gonna catch hell on a national level instead of a global level. Well, the mail-in ballots really ain't gonna benefit the Democratic Party, and they know that. That's why they shut their little party they had at Harvard, Howard University. They shut it down because they know that the mail-in ballots benefited the Republican Party. And she didn't really want to speak. She said she won't speak in the night. She gonna speak to her people in the morning. You know? Yep. Yeah. Yeah, that's what because when they shut their thing down, they just said they're gonna have hope and everything play out tomorrow. But the fact that they lost Wisconsin, Michigan don't look good for them, Pennsylvania, and if they and the fact that they got Pennsylvania damn near done, it's a wrap for the Democratic Party. Who knows? Who knows? But my thing is that to me, all I think Kamala Harris was going to offer you was Joey, happy, and turn the page. But turn the page from what? But I got to understand this. You've been vice president for 4 years. Your own president. Did y'all hear Biden? I'm just going off facts. I'm not getting emotional aspect of it. But Biden said that she was part of all the major stuff that in decisions that he was making. So she couldn't throw him under the bus. Meaning that she was the deciding vote on inflation. She was the deciding vote on inflation. If that's making any sense. The only reason inflation is high because she was deciding vote, and her vote made inflation go up. I'm gonna tell y'all something y'all gotta be grateful. As soon as Trump, watch what I tell y'all. Soon as Trump is like, they say that he's the president, watch the stock market. Now, gold is at over $2,700 plus. I'm going to tell y'all why gold is high. Gold is high because of the Biden administration. They're selling weapons to countries for security. And then if you can't secure the gold, right, and the finances, the gold and finances goes up. And when Iran started to attack and expose American weapon systems that they sold for not being as good as everybody thought it was, it made gold go up. Our stock started to go down because we are looked at now as a weaker nation because of the stunt that we pulled. Because these people that's sending that money to Ukraine, they are money laundering. And this is why they're building underground tunnels and underground cities and these places so they can hide. Because when you come to recoup your money, people, once you find out the truth, because this is the year that everything's being exposed, right? That's why Beyonce was shamed getting up there. J-Lo was shamed getting up there. Cardi B she's a little promiscuous anyway, but she didn't want to be up there. People talking about she wasn't prepared. She didn't want to go. They get them phone calls. You better do something. Same way they told LeBron, shut up and dribble when it came to George Floyd, when it came to police brutality. But then when it come to politics, you got to get up here and say something. Like I say, everybody that they pulled out on that stage for that lady is part of what? The Diddy shit. That's why Beyonce wasn't excited. That's why J-Lo up there crying, trying to give y'all some fake shit because she was ashamed. These people that have done all this evil shit behind the scenes to children and babies and shit like that are in hiding. they can't show their face, and they're being made to show their face. They like, hold on, we didn't give you millions and billions of dollars. I know you've been out there for them freak offs and shit like that, but you motherfuckers, guess what? Guess what, motherfuckers? You can get up there on that goddamn on stage. We will take your money too. These people are not as rich as you think they are. Hey, best bitch, I totally agree with you. Because like I said, felons can't even get certain jobs, right? Yeah. But them charges that was put on him, best bitch, was frivolous. Same way with Mayor Adams. You got to understand the key word they've been saying. They've been using everything they can to stop that man from running. The charges was frivolous. You know what they charged him for, Best? On top of sitting back and say he paid off a woman and all that shit, that dumb shit. You know why? You know what? One of the main things they said he did, and tell me this wrong. He got a loan. He marked up his property, right? Because think about it. You can't tell me what my property worth. If you got property, you own property, you can sell it for what the fuck you want to sell it for, or you can get a loan for what you want to get a loan on it for. Am I right? Am I right? You should be able to, right? And then he paid the loan back, and the bank had nothing to do with it. So they got him for sitting back and saying, oh, he marked up his property more than anybody else. And that's the thing they scared of. They don't have nothing on Trump. And then, mind you, on top of all that them 34 felonies, the fake felonies they put on that man, that's going to get dismissed. But on top of all that, look at all them other charges they had to throw out. They started making up charges never seen before on that man. They did everything possible. And me being a man in America, I had to go through the same thing. People fake charges on me to put me in prison. I know how that feel. And then people say, you a felon, Myron. And I'd be like, hold on, it was false charges. They got me with a possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. But the gun was in my name. You know? I'm just making sense of what he had to deal with. And then they told, and guess what though? See, this is what they're trying to say. Remember he told them on stage? He said, what I'm doing for us how to get over on the system makes me smart. I'm using the same codes that y'all use. He told them that. So how the fuck he get locked up and getting felony charges for the same code that all them using? That's why Kamala said, he's going to use it. He's coming at his political enemies. He's doing that. But didn't they come at him as a political enemy? That man got shot at, almost killed, and they act like it didn't happen. That's why I say this is spiritual about with Trump being in office. And it's only a symbol for humanity. It ain't got nothing to do with him helping you. That man has survived gunshots. That man has survived 3 attempts, right? Did y'all know it was a 3rd attempt? When people start getting sick because it was some kind of gas let off in at one of his rallies, and they never spoke about it. You gotta understand, if the devil attacking you like that, is he really that bad? You know? What's up, 300? Shut up with it. So yeah, I get that, but you gotta ask yourself, was it politically motivated that they charged that man with all them charges? Or was it used as a weapon? You know? Shout out to 300. Well, yeah, that's why I say it's gonna be harder. It's gonna be harder on everybody. But like I say, get out the way. It ain't your fight. These people was brought over here for a reason to replace the people of this country. And it ain't no white or black thing. I'm just telling you. I'm up here, man. Some white lazy motherfuckers up here. Niggas don't want to work. So you got to replace. I understand that. Because the Mexicans, they work way better than the new generation. I ain't gonna lie. I don't see too many young mechanics no more. These motherfuckers do what it do. Yeah, Bass. Yeah. That's why I just felt it was important to let y'all know that because Trump in office doesn't mean it lets us off the hook like, oh yeah, you got another, this is what we think, we got another 4 years of a motherfucker taking care of us. It ain't gonna work like that. It's gonna be the deep state versus the goddamn shadow government. The shadow government, Trump got a lot of fighting to do. And it's a lot of people scared. And like I say, you want to see who the real criminals is? Kamala talking about, he's trying to attack his political enemies. I'm trying to give my political enemies a seat at my table. She's basically telling y'all, where did all this money from that went to Ukraine and Israel and all these other countries going to? It ain't going to these countries. They just giving them pissy-ass, old-ass weapons. America got weapons 30 years ahead of what y'all seeing in them battlefields. The motherfuckers give them old weapons and they pocketing the money. Raytheon and Northern Grumman and all these other these war Northern Grumman. And there's a few more. These people that make weapons. That's why Nancy Pelosi, she always invested in that. She did inside trading. Why the fuck she ain't locked up? She's in government, knowing what contracts is going through, what contracts not going through, right? And she used that and made multi-millions of dollars. She's worth over $200 million, and that's what you don't know, and that's not counting what's in her Swiss account. Because all these motherfuckers that sign these big multi-billion-dollar, send these motherfucking billions and billions of dollars overseas, they got Swiss accounts that's loaded up. That's why you never gonna know their net worth. You know what I'm saying? He said we smoking that Camilla pack. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I'm excited, but then it's like, what the fuck? It's more work that we got to do for ourselves. That's why it's the time to learn how to be self-sufficient right now. Gas gonna go down, food gonna go down, things gonna get back to be manageable. But a lot of people gonna sit back and say, "Oh, we got a president. He gonna set the conditions for us, and we can chill." No, it's time to get educated on shit. Like I say, learn how to grow your own food, be self-sufficient, clean your own water. Yeah, treason. But I'm gonna tell you something else though, Best. That they've been trying to say that they said that they said Trump was a Russian spy. They said Russia is trying to manipulate our elections and all that. Yes, that's been going on, but they've been accusing Trump for that. Anything under the sun you could accuse that man for, they didn't accuse that man for. Election tampering. Look at that. Look at the laptop. Hunter Biden laptop. They hid that. So yes, that's being out. Yeah, that's just the way we got that in our community. Shit, that's everywhere. So you're right. Trump has said no more booger bears. Nah. That's why Huggy, before you got in here, I said like this, bro. He ain't gonna be to change everything. He gonna make it harder. If he change booger bears, he gonna make it harder for me. Goddamn right. Yeah, shit gonna be real hard for me. They did it. Yeah. Nah, but they hit it. They hit it because they exposed Hunter Biden. Hunter Biden was exposed Big Biden because he was in corrupt shit with Ukraine. And people don't know the history of Ukraine. The Khazars and then the New Khazarians, which is Israel. The people in Israel ain't nothing but the people from Ukraine that moved to Israel. And then the people in Ukraine sat back. This is the dumbest shit ever. The people in Ukraine talking about they the chosen motherfucking people. And they look, and they got there in the 1800s, late 1800s, but they actually started to solidify themselves in 1948. Like this motherfucker, and they the chosen people. You just moved there. You from Ukraine. Them people from Ukraine. That's why Ukraine and Israel was so important to them motherfuckers. Same people. Hey, 300, man, my homeboy just came over here and they did a 75 people. They laid off 75 people to bring in some new motherfucking immigrants. Look, the little sneaky job that I be doing sometimes, I gotta work in the morning. That's why I need to go ahead and lay my butt down. But the little sneaky jobs I be doing and shit, they stopped a lot of them and let the Mexicans go in that motherfucker. So yeah, Mexicans taking not Mexicans, the foreigners taking a lot of jobs. And I ain't gonna say just Mexicans and nothing like that. They got the Haitians taking jobs and all that shit. I ain't gonna lie, they more productive than niggas. You know. But at the end of the day, I don't agree with it or how they do it. They doing it as a mass replacement because I'm gonna tell y'all something that people don't realize. If Kamala would have won that presidency, the Republican Party would cease to exist. They would have locked down everything with immigration votes forever, for maybe 100 years, which we already know that the universe is about to clean up a mess. And if you don't believe me, look at New York. Look at New York vote, and look at California. The two major immigrant states have the most electoral votes and the most power and most powerful. Now all you got to do is let Illinois get like that, Florida get like, you know what I mean? The other major country, states get like that. They would have locked it down. They would have locked it down. Hey 300. I'm ashamed of Illinois though. I'm ashamed because I knew Chicago. It's like this, man. My city, if I'm from a state and my city suffering for a situation, and these motherfuckers voted against Chicago. If we depended on Illinois, we'd be fucked right now. Because Chicago is red. Chicago went red. But the state basically staying blue. I ain't like that. Because I listen to the people. And on top of, like I say, I know it's fucked up. We killing each other. We fucked up. But on top of we fucking each other up, they bring people in to help fuck us up on top of us fucking us up. That's straight genocide. Same way they were dropping drugs and guns off in Chicago for years. Containers and telling them what train is on and all that shit. And these niggas robbing, getting all these free guns to kill each other. This shit been going on for years. That's why I tell my people, I'm like, okay, cool, you're gonna vote for that. But they don't know voting, for basically, and this is my family, this is like my family. I'm like, y'all voting for her? To vote for her is to vote against me. And I ain't lying, yo. I'm good. I'm gonna be all right with fathers. But my people not good, and I'm not good. When my brother come over here and told me they got laid off because they bringing Mexicans. Y'all remember that Purdue company? Purdue, they had a major layoff. They laid everybody off. And the next week, they brought nothing but immigrants in that motherfucker. I think that was in Illinois. I'm not sure. I doubt if it was Illinois, though. I doubt it. But it was somewhere like in the mid-central United States. Yeah. The little job I was doing, they told everybody they don't need no motherfucking body no more, right? The Mexicans in that motherfucker. They got a whole plan to replace the people. But replacing the people was not necessarily about replacing the people. It's about replacing the people in the Constitution. Get rid of the Constitution. Because these people don't have no allegiance to America. They don't know the Constitution like that. Because to be an American citizen, you used to have to know the Constitution. You didn't know your rights and stuff like that. Now, I'm going to tell you what's fucked up and going on in Chicago. A lot of them Venezuelan guys. Nah. The Venezuela guys. But hold on, Vest, bitch. I'm gonna tell you some funny shit, Best Buy. Them motherfuckers, them AI doctors been in there. I'm gonna tell you how. Them doctors you seen that you thought was so smart, they'll try to see what's wrong with you, and then they Google it. My son went in there for something one time. You know, the motherfucker tried to Google and find out what the fuck was wrong with him. AI, they just upgraded the AI system, but it don't put nothing past. It don't put nothing past me. But I'm gonna tell you something. They say ignorance of the law is not an excuse. Did you know these motherfuckers catching gun cases and catching charges, and all they got to do is say they didn't know the law and they get away with it? But for my charge, they told me ignorance of the law is not an excuse. That shit crazy. Let me get over it. Ah, shit, this nigga here, he come trolling. I don't give a fuck, Huggy. I end this live before I let you troll me like that. I'm tired anyway. I gotta get up and go to work early in the morning too. I gotta walk this damn dog. That motherfucker there, that motherfucker ate so damn good. That motherfucker laying all on the goddamn floor, full as hell. Yeah. But yeah, they're just simple, y'all. I'm thankful that Trump won. Thank God. Oh my God, I'm so thankful. Give me another energy, and it allows me to find out what my next move is. So my next move is not to move as quick, but if she would have got in there, I would have had to move quick. And I got a lot of stuff to do and prepare. But yeah, I'm thankful. But this country is about to become a police state. I mean, the police is gonna be out there. So look for within the next 6 months, you're gonna see some police shit going on you never seen before. A lot of anarchy. It's gonna be a lot of shit going on. You just can't just tell motherfuckers go back home. And you just can't tell them, no, you're not working here. We're not gonna let you work. Then you think the motherfuckers, America gonna turn. If they don't do what they gonna do, America gonna turn into motherfucking Mexico. Cause you gotta understand they left poverty and that shit. And then when it comes to goddamn shoot to kill, you gonna have to shoot to kill them motherfuckers. Cause that's what happened in their country. They come over here, they get pacified, locked up, fed good. And over there, the shit they do over here, them motherfuckers get killed over there in their own country. So yeah, but that's just basically it. I just tell y'all, man, don't think because Trump in there is gonna be easy. My thing is gas prices are gonna go down, food prices gonna go down, jobs gonna increase. Now think about this shit. Y'all know how many jobs they created in October? They only created 12,000 jobs in the whole country. Look it up, 12,000. So you telling me you bought all these millions of motherfucker illegals over here, but only created $12,000 jobs? Who gonna be fighting? Who gonna be fighting for these jobs? Who gonna be dying for these jobs? Okay. Yeah. And I voted. I got my vote sticker. I voted for the first time, and it was a spiritual vote. It wasn't necessarily a physical vote. So I actually went up there, got my sticker. And they actually checked IDs. You know. So like I say, man, y'all, it's just time to have discernment. It's a time for y'all to educate yourself. Get some natural seeds that grow seeds. Get food that grow seeds and start practicing now how to start growing and what time of year to grow and how to till the soil and stuff like that. Any books on survival, get it. Stock your food up. Stock your water up. Learn how to clean water. If you run out of water, you can go into a ditch or somewhere. The water look nasty and dirty and muddy and clean it out. Learn how to survive. And that's the key to all this. Learn how to survive outside the system. Because like anything, everything and every empire and everything, it's got to fall. And the key to everything that y'all got to understand, especially with the AI and all the shit they got going on, everything always go back to Mama Nature. She's taking it all back eventually. But right now, like I say, I'm thankful. On my spirits, I'm in good spirits. I'm asleep. I'm gonna get up excited. Just can't wait to go to work in the morning. Because of this Trump situation. Because that lady was gonna stress me out like. Because I seen how the Mexicans illegals coming up here taking over, and I'm like, I can't stay here in that environment. So I was trying to figure out if she would have won, where was I gonna go to, wherever I go, where the money gonna be, and I don't want to be too far from the kids and shit like that. So it just buys me a little time. But like I say, just y'all make sure y'all being cautious, stay aware of what's going on. You know what I mean? Because this shit gonna get realer than what you think. Because Trump the president is gonna be crazy, and y'all gonna see. I'm gonna tell y'all some shit that I don't like about him. He's gonna go over. Trump gonna kiss Israel ass. Him and Netanyahu, they both got them egotistical motherfucker. They gonna bump heads, and I'm thinking that this gonna be the time that Trump really shows you that he's an actual Jew, one of them Jews. Okay. I don't know what your accent best, but I know when I voted, didn't nobody see me vote. Until you rephrase that question, I got a homeboy that I work with, and his parents are Democrats, and he don't want nobody to know he voting for Trump. He a young guy, I know he about like 23, something like that. But you said I have a question when voting. But nah, as far as I know, nah, they don't let you see your votes unless you openly tell people. You know, they do protect your privacy though, because I had to slip a piece of paper through a machine, then it spit it out with all my choices. Then I had to walk it to another lady and then import that into another machine. Mhm. Yeah. But like I say, man, this stuff that's going on is not gonna work. The devil time up. Okay, and you gotta understand when I say devil, democratic. Look up the word, break the word down. Demon, Democrat. These people tell you, like Santa Claus, Satan, Santa Claus, Satan. You just change a couple words, change a couple letters, you got Satan. They play on words. We are a republic in which it stands, one nation under God. And it's a beautiful thing that we never knew that we were supporting such an evil, evil eh, side of the government. Even though all this shit fucked up. I had somebody say, okay, a wife can't watch her husband vote in the booth. I don't even know. I don't know best, but yeah, I would I would think that they do that if they do, just to make sure it might not it might not be somebody else trying to peek at you or whatever. So yeah. Yeah. I was about to say something. I think it'd be some it made some sense. But yeah, and I'm gonna tell, like I say, man, and it was crazy that she was using rappers and entertainers. Hey, Trump ain't had to use nobody. Trump just showed the fuck up. And everybody she used is Diddy party people. And I'm gonna tell you what, most people that's in the positions, you gotta basically go through their initiation to get where they at. Now let me explain this to you. Harris, she's a Howard alumni. Why she go to Howard? Puff Daddy Howard. She got a connection with Puff Daddy. I don't know about the parties, but they kind of was like, cool like that. But you got to understand when I told y'all about these boulets. All these black leaders that you think you got are coming through a boule system, which is nothing but the fraternities. And fraternities ain't nothing but junior secret societies. Where you go through these rituals and then they put you in prominent positions to control your people. And you're paid to go along with what the system, the elites, which are the higher secret society motherfuckers. Because I ain't elite, but which would be the skulls and bones, will control the fraternity, which is the boule man that comes out of these colleges. Y'all didn't know most of Bad Boys and Harold before he went to Bad Boys. He was with Uptown and all that. They was Howard. Most of them was under Puff. They all come from Howard. You know. Hold on. My bad. My bad, y'all. Before I get off here. Yeah, but yeah, that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. That was the whole thing. That was what we are under the republic for which it stands. But you got to understand, especially melanated people, black people, they was basically Republican before they was ever a Democrat. They started trying to switch us around a Democrat in like late 1800s, early 1900s. That's when they did the little switcheroo, and it was like on a sellers out purposes type shit. You know what I'm saying? So. And that's why I was telling y'all when I was speaking about the Boule. That's why when Puffy got caught, everybody started to quit their jobs and step down from their positions. That's why everybody quiet. Everybody speak out about everything else, but ain't nobody sitting back and say, fuck Puffy. Only motherfucker saying that type of shit is Orlando Brown. Orlando Brown 1 minute say, nigga, shit, I was fucking Puffy, and 1 minute he's saying, nigga, fuck that nigga, I'm free. You know? Let me see. Yeah, a little guesstimation in there too. You know, it's just that this is the time. This is the time to see things for what it is. When the universe reveal things for you, don't go against it. I don't believe in voting. And I'm gonna tell you something, Bess. I know people might still, they want Kamala and things like that. And I totally agree. You have a right to vote for who you want to vote for. But this vote, me voting this time, the first time I ever voted in my life, it was a spiritual thing that I had to sit back and say, I want to be on the right side of history. You know, Trump is human. He's some shit. But the shit, the research, that not the research, because I haven't been really doing no research, because I haven't been getting into the books and shit like that. But people that I respect a lot of information come from, which I ain't saying Anunnakis. And you got the good Anunnakis, bad Anunnakis, all kinds of shit I'm hearing. I'm not going there. But at the end of the day, when I go back and look at this man, as far as all the other presidents, other than John F. Kennedy, well, just John F. Kennedy too. He's more like a Christ figure. Now, when I say Christ figure, I ain't talking about Jesus. I ain't talking about he know Jesus, nothing like that. But he's a Christ figure because he's one of them people they can't get nothing negative for him. Like I had to tell my people, I said, shit. They told me they don't like the way he talk. I said, hold the fuck on. I'm talking. I'm like, hold on. Y'all motherfucker, I didn't say it way worse than that motherfucker saying y'all love me. Fuck. But you telling me you don't like him the way he talk? Oh, y'all biased. Because I'm telling you, you don't like the way he talk. You really can't stand me. You gonna be fair about shit. But I basically just look at the policies. The man said he's not gonna charge overtime. We're not going to pay overtime on our pet checks. No tax on tips, no wars. He's going to try to get us out the war the best he can. The only thing about it, I'm scared that he's going to get in there and try to play that tough guy with Iran. And that's going to be one of his worst decisions that he can make. Because Iran ain't nothing to fuck with. American bullying. I know him and Putin got a relationship. And I'm like this is one thing that this administration, Biden, they never wanted to talk to Putin, the Chinese president, and North Korea. Trump went over there and talked to the North Korean president like he was a child. He told him, man, why you just worry about building missiles? He said, man, go take a break. Go get on the beach or something. And that man did that shit. He took him on vacation and break because he didn't feel like he was being threatened. Trump ain't in there trying to threaten nobody or control the world. Now, he might go in there and try to fuck you out your resources, though. Yeah. He might go, he didn't threaten that shit. I'm going to keep fucking with him. Come take your oil. Trump talk that shit now. But like I say, it's just a lot of things that we don't know. And we got to be careful and mindful who's really running the show or controlling our thinking. Like I tell people, women's right. Women's right. Like my people told me, I said, why you like Kamala? What she do? They couldn't think of nothing. She helped the elderly. I said, okay, well, what did Trump do bad to the elderly? They can't answer. And then these motherfuckers gonna do a commercial telling us some not a commercial. Kamala Harris telling us some. I'm bringing down the price of insulin for the elderly. Hold on, bitch. You ain't got to get them no motherfucking insulin if you motherfucking make sure they get healthy, good food. She gonna poison a motherfucker and tell you we're gonna give you your medicine cheap. It's a drug dealer. I'm just saying. But they talking about some woman's rights, woman's right to her body. No, nobody. Trump, y'all haven't heard Trump sit back and say, I don't want women to have nothing to do with her body. And I got one more for you. That motherfucker Michael. That motherfucker Michael Obama. Michael shit, whatever the fuck his name is. This motherfucker gonna go in on Trump. If y'all watch her speech, I'm gonna tell you how dumb these motherfuckers is. Going at Trump for having the same policy, right? Think about this, that Obama had. You go back to Obama early videos when he was running for office and when he was beginning stages of his office on his policies. She ain't saying nothing about to that motherfucker. I'm just telling you how wicked and evil these motherfuckers and how contradictory these motherfuckers is. I'm talking about when she was talking, I'm talking about Obama, no gray hair. And that's why they put abortion up every fucking year. Why is abortion an issue? Trump ain't never take women right from having babies. It was always a state-to-state thing. Up here where I'm at now, they having abortions like it ain't nothing. The Planned Parenthood building older than Trump goddamn before he got elected, it been around. And when he was here, it was around. But I know Virginia, you always can get abortions. So I don't know where they talking about certain states. And it's the thing, when a woman can think, if it's a state-to-state issue, and mostly women voters, if it's mostly women voters, each woman can control the votes in their state to make sure it's abortion in every state, if that's what y'all want. But they using that in Project 2025, Project 2020. They keep saying the same shit. Lying on that, man. And I respect Trump, because when they called him a racist, you never heard Trump one time get up there and said, I'm not racist. He said it when he directly was asked. He just said no. And my daughter came to me one time. She was like, yeah, remember them 5 people that he said he wished the death penalty on in New York? Right? Remember that? They tried to use that shit. He tried to get them black kids. But Kamala couldn't use that because she was locking up a whole generation of black motherfuckers with goddamn self in California. But this is what I want y'all to see why I respect Trump. Because if it's bullshit, it's bullshit. And he don't defend himself. Because like I say, what's understood don't have to be explained. But I'm going to tell you something about that shit that happened in New York when they thought them boys had raped somebody. If that would have been some of your family or some people that you think that you hearing it at this time, and them kids did that, they deserve a death penalty. If he was the voice of New York at the time and said the motherfucker deserved a death penalty. And then they asked him, do he take it back? He basically, no, I ain't taking that shit back. Because at the time, I wished them had the death penalty because I believed y'all were telling the truth and them kids really raped that lady and did that shit to that lady. Because at the time, when I was getting the information, that's what I fucking felt at the time. Yeah. Yeah. But Bess, it's not over. Ain't nothing over. It's going that's why I'm saying it's gonna get a whole lot worse. The fight really got to start with us educating ourselves, survival, getting the family back together, getting the culture back together. You know what I mean? Getting things back together. I ain't talking about no kumbaya, because you can't be around everybody. But it's a lot of work to do personally in our personal life, because we're on a spiritual journey right now. We're trying to really buckle down and find out who it is. Because you got to understand, I would have to do that spiritual journey anyway. If she would have won, I would have been fucked up. I ain't gonna lie. I would have been fucked up, because it would have fucked my spirit up, and it would have made me have to start thinking, okay, my children is this, prepare this and this, because I know what certain things is about. But not even with him, it's gonna get a whole lot worse in America. But it ain't our fight. We just gotta learn how to educate ourselves, stay out the way, learn business, learn how to buy land, learn how to cultivate land. You know. But I really appreciate that. But I gotta get up in the morning, y'all. Like I said, I'm excited about Trump, but it's more work to do. And he's not going to be your savior. I don't want a man to tell me to take care of my kids, you know what I mean, or do things for me that I can do as a man. I don't think nobody's family should or nothing like that. But like I said, if the price of the food go down, And if prices of oil go down, your common goods is gonna go down automatically. That's why that lady was crazy talking about price gouging. Ain't nobody price gouging, motherfucker. It costs a lot of fucking fuel. I drove tractor trailers, right? And if tractor trailer, your fuel go up, it costs more to move that product. And if it costs more to move that product, that product got to sell more. But they don't want to pump oil, and they didn't want to frack because they wanted to import oil. And when you import oil, it weakens the dollar and it allows inflation to happen. You know. Yeah, and that's a fact. And I'm saying it's a blueprint of how to do that, and that's what immigration, the Mexicans and foreigners, them motherfuckers got 20 motherfuckers in the house, get along. You don't hear no arguing next door. They can live next door to you. You won't hear no arguing. You got two motherfuckers in a nigga house. Is niggas fighting and arguing and shit. Then you put four motherfuckers, niggas worried about who did the dishes and who not doing the dishes and flush who put the toilet seat down. That's instead of understanding the assignment. So I understand that. You know. Yeah. So what's up, Brandy? How you been doing? Yeah. How you doing, Brandy? Well, I'm gonna go ahead and fall asleep. Thank you, Brandy. Hope you been doing okay. I need to get some rest. I gotta get up at about 6:30 anyway. Or 6. Yeah, about 6. Yeah, about 6. I gotta walk this dog. Yeah, but love and light to everybody, man. Hope everybody have a blessed night, man. Okay? Peace. Hold on, hey. Oh, I see you, Brandy. Okay, baby. I'm gonna go ahead and because I've been up here and I gotta get up in like 3 hours and get to work. Love and light to you and the family, okay? Peace.